Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we are going to delve further into new love with you and your person by taking a look at what's going on with them with the spread. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go, Sagittarius. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy. This is talking about overcoming obstacles. It can also talk about just you balancing out the light and dark sides of your personality, which I feel like is what you and your person are both doing. Underneath this is the Queen of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This just talks about you and your person having a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of passion between, the both of you. I feel like this person thinks you're attractive. I feel like you're going to think your person is attractive as well. Underneath this is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is talking about, union, like you and your person coming together. You can say reunion because this is a soulmate card. Your person, is a soulmate. You had a past life with them, okay? Then with the Seven of Pentacles, Spirit is telling you, bide your time, be patient, because you have planted the seeds that you need to plant for this to come to fruition, and it's only a matter of time, okay? And then underneath this is the Hierophant, it's Taurus energy. This is Spirit telling you, this is where you're headed with this person if you decide that you want to be with them and you want to make this a long-term connection. This is talking about marriage, higher level of commitment. So we are going to start by clarifying the Chariot, okay? Here we go. Okay, Sagittarius, we're gonna have to talk. Hold on one second. Okay, so the first card that fell is this card. It says expecting, leaving a legacy. So you and this person are going to build a family. You may build a business. You may build, you may blend your two families together. It's going to be different for all of you because, as I tell you, I'm reading for thousands of people. This is the card we got to talk about, bottled up emotions. Spirit is telling me with this card that there's still some suppressed emotions that you're going to have to take a look at and get rid of, because these emotions are going to cause you to go into this connection and you could possibly sabotage it, okay? I actually had a comment this week where someone was telling me that they've already met their soulmate, and because of this, okay, they haven't completely healed. They're angry, okay? They're getting angry at their person, and their person has done nothing to warrant it. So I'm telling you this to tell you that, because some of y'all, I don't know if you're thinking that if you don't do the things that Spirit is recommending, that, oh, you just gonna come into this relationship and you gonna surf. It's not that type of relationship. This is what I keep trying to tell you. If you're wanting to be with this person and you're wanting to start off, in a good way and not have it escalate to something crazy, you need to take care of the things that you need to take care of, okay? This may not apply to all of you, but let me tell you this. I've done my healing, but I still work on myself. I'm not saying, oh, well, I'm good. I did the things Spirit told me to do, so I'm not doing anything else at all. Healing is an ongoing thing. We can always be a better person, okay? It's not something that, most of us, enjoy, but it's rewarding at the end of it when you realize you've done your work. You're showing up the way you need to show up. But don't think you can go into this relationship, which is going to be unlike any relationship you've ever been in before, Sagittarius, and think that you can be who the fuck you was when you was in this shit with these other people that were mistreating you and stuff like that. Because I keep telling y'all, please hear me when I say this. It is not above Spirit. Spirit is all about the lessons. And it is not above Spirit to use this person to show you what the fuck you need to do, because we are mirrors. And I told you, if you don't fucking deal with this, this person will come in and either trigger you with this, like this person I told you was telling me in the comments. They're either going to trigger your ass, or it's going to be a thing where they gonna come in and all your shit's gonna come up. Because I tell you that all the time, when you get into a relationship with somebody, all the things you have buried, or you think you have buried, are gonna start to come up, okay? I'm not telling you that there's a way for you to 100% squash this, but there are levels, okay? This woman is telling me that she walking around mad at her man for no damn reason because of her stuff. And then this is one thing you have to understand in a relationship, Sagittarius. You are 100% responsible for your healing, and you got to understand that when you get into these things like this, you got to fix your own shit. You not get, because I tell you this connection is healing with this person. I'm not telling you that this person going to come in and fix all your damn problems, because that's a lie, okay? I never said any of that. I always tell you the majority of your healing needs to be done by yourself. If you can get the whole thing that you concentrating on, if you can get all that done before the person comes in, that so much the better, okay? Because I'm not saying after you do this other things won't come up, but the things that this last person you were dealing with was bringing out of you, you definitely need to be healing that shit, because like I said, this is a top shelf connection. This is some shit that people be wishing for. They be willing to fucking, I ain't gonna say, let me not say that, but that's what spirits are giving me, almost sell their soul for. Okay, this is the type of shit you see on TV and all this kind of stuff, where this person comes in, and I told you, it's almost like they're made to order for you. But I keep telling you, this is not coming for free. So that means you got to take care of this stuff. Stop being fucking lazy and heal your damn self, okay? I don't want to have to get like this with y'all, because I love y'all, but I'm going to keep it motherfucking real. And if these cards keep coming up, because some of y'all, you are this close to meeting your person, okay? If you nervous and you fucking feeling this kind of way, and all this shit is starting to rear its head, baby, you better get it together. Okay, you better get it together, because you're going to end up getting caught with your pants down. And I keep telling you, spirit will use this person to show you what the fuck you need to do. Okay, and what I'm trying to prevent is you and this person coming together, and because you didn't fix this, you going back into a fucking separation after you just got out of one. That's what I'm trying to stop from happening. But I feel like some of y'all, this could be the new people coming in, but I feel like some of y'all ain't fucking hearing me, okay? That's why the F-bombs. That's why I'm getting into it, okay? I'm not angry, but I got to put my foot down, or put my foot into whatever, to let y'all know, don't do that. Don't self-sabotage. Don't come this far and go through all these things to get here and just fuck yourself up. Because I'm telling you, when you have this type of shit, you be thinking crazy things. You don't want to work nothing out. You take the littlest thing somebody does and you blow it totally out of proportion. And I know that because I've been in this. That's why I'm telling you about it. You gotta fix this shit, Sagittarius. And like I said, those of you that I'm talking to, you know that I'm talking to you, okay? So if this is not your message, don't take it. But it's somebody that I'm talking to that need to hear what the fuck I'm saying. And I'm telling you, if you want to have spirit dangle this carrot, me and your soulmate, in your face, and then say, nope, can't have it. Don't fix this and find out what's gonna happen. Like I said, you're gonna be feeling real fucking pissed and feeling real crazy if they do that to you. And I keep trying to tell y'all be thinking that it's just me, but I'm telling you, my fucking spiritual team don't play. So I know y'all spiritual team don't play. And if they telling you to do something, look, let me give you an example. And we're going to talk about this again. I told you this before. When I first started back reading, I was just so damn excited that I wasn't burnt out, that the magic had come back, and I was in love with reading again the way I was when I first started, right? So I'm reading, and Spirit is like, there's a card that Spirit gives me. It's the Four Swords, okay? That's them telling me I need to fucking sit down. I need to lay down. I need to rest. They giving me the card. I say, I'm gonna rest. So I'm reading. They give it to me again. I say, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rest. Whatever. They did it the third time, and I didn't listen, And then I told you, I was in the middle of a reading. I was doing a private reading for somebody, and they cut my fucking channel. I've never had them do that shit to me. And I was so humiliated. I was like, what happened? And when I realized what it was, like I said, right after it happened, the fucking Four of Swords fell out of the goddamn deck. Like they said, nah, we told you to sit your ass down. You wouldn't sit your ass down. Now you cut off. They cut me off for 2 fucking days and made me sit. And I had these private readings that had to be done. I had to do the readings for this channel. And I was championing. I was like, oh my God, I gotta do my readings. I gotta do my readings. But they did that shit to teach me a fucking lesson. Meaning, when they tell me to do something, if I don't do it, there's gonna be motherfucking consequences. Okay? And like I said, all y'all listening to me are fucking empaths. And so that's why I'm trying to give you the warning. So you can listen to me or you cannot listen to me, because I'm telling you, they ain't finna rip my person from me. I'm doing what they asking me to do, because they not finna rip my person from me. So when they show me that Four of Swords, there rarely has to be a second one. After they show me the first one, I say, okay, when I get through, I'm finna go right on over here and do what I'm supposed to do, because they had to do that to me to show me the consequences of my actions. This is why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all trying to act like this is a situation where you're 100% in control of it, but I keep telling you, you ain't in control of shit when it come to this. You ain't in control of nothing. You may not want to fucking hear it, but I got to give it to you raw. Okay? You ain't in control of nothing. Okay? Don't get me to get started. Don't get me to get twisted, because this thing, I have tried every single thing. This is how I know. I've tried every single way I can try to control the shit without actually looking like I'm controlling it. And they always tell me the same thing. You need to stop trying to control it. You cannot control this. They've told me this over and over and over and over again. That's why I'm trying to relay this message to you. And I'm telling you this story to show you that spirit don't play. Okay? We signed up for some stuff that is unlike a regular fucking life. Okay? We signed up for it. We're in it. We gotta ride it till the wheels fall off. We gotta ride it like till we go over the cliff like Thelma and Louise, or whatever it is that gotta happen. We gotta ride it to the end. So I'm telling all of you this to say, you better fix. If you want to be with this person, if this shit is really important to you, why are you not doing this? Why are we talking about this? Why is this card keep out? This card, and you look, you ain't the only ones. This card done come up for about 3 or 4 damn signs this week. So I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't know, you slacking because it's the holidays, or you feel like, you know, oh, they right here, so I don't have to. I'm telling you, you gonna be looking crazy watching people walk off with their person, and you sitting here looking crazy, or your person come in and have it snapped. Because to me that's worse. I would rather not have them at all than to have them come and they give me a little taste of what's supposed to happen, and then they motherfucking gone again because I didn't do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. So I'm saying all this to say, you better get it together, Sagittarius. You better fucking get it together, okay? We got no strings attached. It says it starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties can tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred, okay? So whatever it is, you know what this is. With these bottled up emotions, like I said, I understand you got mistreated. Stop hanging on to this shit. It has nothing to do with these people. These people don't even give a fuck about what happened to you. I don't even want to be like cold like that, because like I said, I care about what happened to you, and I'm sorry whatever happened to you, but you got to get past it, baby. If you want to be in this relationship with this person, it's requiring you to step into a new identity, and until you do that, you just gonna be sitting here asking me in the comments where your person is, and that's what I'm gonna start to ask y'all. When y'all ask me where your person is, I'm gonna be like, have you done your healing? That's gonna be my question to you when you tell me that. Okay, let's move on, cause I am just shocked. It's like we going up and down. You can't. You gotta be vigilant. You gotta do what you're supposed to do. When it comes to this person, this is talking about them being mute, not saying anything to you. They're holding themselves back on purpose because they're listening to spirit. They listen to spirit, okay? I don't know if they done already had consequences and that's why they listen to spirit, but they do. They are reinventing themselves, just like I'm telling you that this connection requires. They're becoming a different person, a newer person, to be open to this connection, and you need to be doing the same, okay? All right, let me get one more card and then we're gonna move on. Okay, yeah, because this person is wanting commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. So every day you don't fucking heal, every day you sit in this, you're pushing what it is you want back. You're pushing it back. The longer it's gonna take for this person to come into your life, or like I said, they'll come into it and you won't even be able to like deal with them because, excuse me, you won't even be able to deal with them because of the shit you carrying. Like I said, I keep trying to tell you. I keep trying to tell you. Let's move on. Okay, so the first placement we're going to look at talks about what you're going to learn from this person. So we have the Knight of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy. So what Spirit is saying is that what you're going to learn from this person is how to listen to your intuition, because some of you ain't fucking doing it. Because if you showing up with the bottle of emotions card, it's something you're not doing. Okay, I don't know if it's some shit that's recently happening to you and you're not realizing it. Like I said, every time some shit happened to you, you need to schedule some time. You need to schedule some regular time to be healing yourself. Okay, because you still living. Even if you've healed things, you're still living. You're going to have days where people piss you off. You're going to have days where people do shit. And if it's something that's a repeating pattern, it's something that needs to be put to bed. Okay? It's something that needs to be put to bed for good. All right. So what Spirit is saying is that with the Three of Wands, your ships are coming in. And this is about you learning how to take a risk. This person is going to show you how to do this and how to listen to your intuition with the High Priestess card. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the barrier card showing up here, and then we have regrets. So your person's been through things, you know, they have regrets about things that they've experienced, but I feel like they're working on those things to take down this barrier to the two of you coming together. All right? Okay, yeah. And then along with this, we've got conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. You know, in order for you to be congruent in the way that you move, meaning everything lining up, you have to, like I said, deal with the things you need to deal with, because it has to do with the thoughts in your mind, which, you know, trigger the way you think. I mean, it triggered the way you think, the things you say, and how you move. It all starts with your thoughts. So you got to change your thoughts. I don't know if you got to start to believe in yourself more. I don't know if, you know, these things, you just have to hammer this shit until it goes away. You have to do that. Okay? Because if you don't, all it does is it piles on top of each other, and then it makes it even more difficult for you to bring in the things that you're trying to bring in, because it'll fuck with your manifestations, period, if you don't fix it. Okay? All right, let's move on. Okay, so you got a fairy tale love coming, okay? This is going to be somebody with whom you feel butterflies when the two of you are together, okay? This is, like I said, this is some shit you've always dreamed of. And so you think if I'm finna get some stuff like this finna come to me, you think I'm finna be dragging my damn feet with trying to let go of this shit? I'm telling you, because I keep telling you, even if it has nothing to do with this person, you will start to mistreat this person and do things to this person just because of the energy you're sitting in, because you're carrying, energetically, you're carrying shit from other relationships. Okay, we have the love lessons card. It says, don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. Okay? So you need to think about the effort some of you was putting into this last relationship, because some of this stuff y'all was telling me in the damn comments, I would have been left that motherfucker alone. Okay? And I'm not saying that to make light of y'all or to, you know, put anybody down or anything like that. But like I said, everybody got their levels. Everybody got their things they will take and what they won't take. But I keep telling you, the longer you with somebody and they mistreating you, you picking up their shit, they picking up your shit. Okay? And you start to think that the things that you go through are normal. Like, let me give you an example. I grew up with where me and one of my parents didn't get along really well, right? I grew up with my grandmother, but my mother and I, we've been at odds for as long as I can remember. Okay, we just don't, you know, sometimes you just don't get along with people. It don't matter. You ain't gotta, it doesn't matter if you share the same DNA or whatever. Sometimes you just don't, right? So I'm saying this to say that when you go through things like this, okay, you think that it's normal what you're going through. Like, when I was younger, I thought it was normal, and I didn't realize that it wasn't normal until I got out in the other world, and I met other people, and I had other friends, and I saw how they were with their mothers and stuff like that, and I'm like, this is some different shit going on here. You know what I'm saying? And but it took time for me to realize it. But I'm telling you this, giving you this example from my life to show you that I thought the stuff that I was going through at that time was fucking normal, but it wasn't. It wasn't in the majority of things. I understand everybody goes through stuff, right? Everybody has that, like I said, that one person that they butt heads with on a regular basis, okay? But when you become an adult, the things that you picked up when you were a child, they on you to get rid of, all right? And so if you know that a situation or a person is bringing you down, or you've tried everything you could to fix it and it didn't fix it, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Don't let nobody brainwash you, because you know, I tell you, I'm always the queen of this. I don't care if it's unpopular or not, an unpopular opinion or not. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care who it is. If this person wants you in their life, they should care enough about you and love you enough to fucking try to compromise and find a way for the two of you to get along, and vice versa, okay? But if you're trying with this person and no matter what they do, you can't get it together, you gotta motherfucking move on. And then when you move on, you gotta make sure you take this shit here and you get rid of it. Because if you don't do it, it's like you moving on, but you taking the damn person and the shit along with you. That's the point in me saying the things that I'm saying to you. I had never said nothing about what I just told you. I've never said it before on the channel, but I'm talking about it now because I feel like this is like some serious shit. Okay? And then when you have issues with a parent, it will leak into your relationship if you don't fucking deal with it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Okay? So whatever this is, okay, whoever you be around, that's a problem. This is about you walking away from all the shit that ain't right for you, okay? Because you can tell at the end of your interactions with people how you feel at the end, whether this person is boosting you up or whether they fucking dragging you down. And if they dragging you down and you can't find a way to fix the shit between them, then you just gonna have to wash your hands and walk away. But you got to make sure you get rid of this shit, because I told you, when you're around somebody, you pick up their shit, they pick up yours, right? So whatever this is, from a relationship or whatever the fuck it was, because it don't have to be a romantic relationship for you to be abused or you to be in jacked up situations. So you need to figure out what the fuck it is, because you got this beautiful thing coming, and if you don't figure it out, you could mess up something really beautiful, okay? And like I said, you've been through too much to not get what it is that you want. But you got to listen. I keep telling you, it's not going to come for free. You're going to have to do the work for it. And the things that you want the most, those end up being the things that you got to work for the most. Okay? Because like this, I sit here at this table. I love this fucking shit. I would sit here and read all day long if Spirit would let me do it. But I realize I have somebody coming into my life now, and I can't do this all day long every day. I have soul tribe that's coming into my life. So I can't make my whole life about work, because like they tell you, anybody on their deathbed, they never said, I wish I had worked 30 more hours a week or some shit like that. You never hear people say that. They always talk about the relationships that they had. They wish they had spent more time with their people. Okay? So I'm trying to take these things that that I've learned in my life and get you to understand this, so you don't make the same mistakes that some people did. Because when I don't want, like I said, even though I love this, I love the fuck out of this. I love to be able to help y'all. I love doing this every day. I need a break just like everybody else needs a break. You know, I need to have other things going on in my life, just like y'all need to have other things going on in your life. Okay? But you got to make sure you okay when you going into something, because you want to show up the right way. You want to set your boundaries. You want to know, what the expectations are. You want to give your expectations. You want to do all these things, but it requires you to deal with your shit in order for you to show up that way. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Okay? All right, let's move on. Okay, the next placement we're going to talk about is an accurate portrayal of your person's personality, okay? All right. So we have the Six of Pentacles, we've got the Five of Swords, and we have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So this person is somebody steadfast. They're stable, okay? They're grounded, all right? They are someone who, is like very practical. Somebody who, like I said, is top shelf, okay? They're a boss. So with the Five of Swords, this is someone who will do what is necessary to win at all costs if it's something that they really want with the Five of Swords. So like I said, you show your person some shit like this, they like, okay, on it, I got it. I'm going to work on it until I get it. And like I told you, it's not a thing where you got to go balls to the wall all day long, every day. Set aside a certain amount of time each day and work on your shit and then move on with your life. It doesn't have to be this overwhelming thing, okay? So then we've got the Six of Pentacles. So this is going to be somebody very fair. It's going to be equal love, equal give and take. They're going to give you what they're wanting, and they're going to give you back what you give them, okay? All right, let's move. Let's clarify, excuse me. Okay, so this person's gonna follow Spirit's lead with the guide card, okay? There will be lots and lots of communication with this person. You will always know where you stand with them. You will never be left out in the cold trying to figure out what the hell is going on, or what did this text mean, or what did they say, or whatever. And then if you don't understand, this will be someone with whom you can go to for clarification and not have to sit and wonder because you got somebody coming in and out of your life. This is going to be somebody who's going to be here, and they're going to stay as long as the both of you agree that you want to be together, okay? Then we've got the commitment card here. This person, like I told you, they ain't fucking around. They're going to come in dating with intention, letting you know how they feel. And they are headed towards this with you, okay? With commitment, marriage, all of that. So we have the family card here, okay? It is talking about fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. This person, either you're going to have kids with them, you could, like I said, birth a business and kids together, or you could be blending your families together and having children, okay? It's going to be different for everyone. Let's clarify. Hang on. All right. So this person is showing up as a businessman or businesswoman. Like I said, they're a provider. They're going to provide, stability, a stable situation. Okay, there's a They have a very busy lifestyle, but they're always going to make time for you. And then we've got this thorns, painful love. This is your twin trying to come in. I keep telling y'all, this person this week, I've been getting gobs and gobs of cards from this person because they are trying to insert themselves in because they know that this person is on the way. They're almost here. Okay. All right. Let's get one more card here. Okay. So look at what's showing up. It says commitment issues. It says someone here is afraid to fully commit, whether they admit it or not. Emotional walls are high and avoidance is running the show. This is how you show up when you shove down your fucking emotions and you don't deal with them. Okay? Like I said, you can't just shove it down for a little bit and for one thing and not shove it down for everything. Because it's not like it's a you're compartmentalizing and saying, okay, I'm just gonna shove this down for this one area of my life and then everything else don't work like that. If you shoving it down for this or for whatever happened to you in the past, it's going to continue to show up like this in this connection. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because this is the person that is going to be closest to you. Okay, along with like your children, if you have children, or you know, whatever. And so if you want this person to be open with you, you got to be the same way. If you want them to open their heart, you have to open yours as well. It's only fair. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next placement. The next placement is talking about the driving force, this person's intentions for wanting to be with you. So we got the Knight of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We have the Two of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. Again, fire sign, okay? Fire sign energy. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I forgot this was an air. Okay, so this person has made the choice, okay, with the Two of Wands, that you're the person they want to be with. Like I told you, this is a person with always has options, okay? Seven of Cups, because I told you that they're top shelf. This is a boss. They have a lot of people after them, okay? But they're very picky about who they allow into their lives, because they do the work on themselves and they realize that everybody is not the same, okay? Then we've got with the Knight of Swords. This is about this person wanting to, you know, to bust up in your life, come up in your life and sweep you off your feet with the Knight of Swords, okay? Come in out of nowhere. And then with the Page of Wands, this person is very excited, very curious about you, you know, beyond what they see. They're wanting to see what's behind the veil. You know, like when I show you the High Priestess and there is like a piece of material behind them, a veil, they want to see what's back there, okay? All right. Let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the springtime. The springtime may be when you and this person come into a commitment, or for some of you, this could be when you actually meet your person, okay? Or if you are online with this person, that could be the time where the two of you come together, like finally get together face to face. We've got the lessons card showing up here. This person is learning their lessons, okay? And they're doing what they need to do to unstick themselves from certain situations that they've been through in their life, okay? All right, let's pull some more. Okay, so we've got the distance card here. Separation, space, okay, blockage. While the two of you are apart or at a distance, this person is using the time wisely so that, like I said, they can step into their best selves when the two of you finally do come together. All right, let's pull for you. Hold on. Let me see what these are. Okay, if you don't fix your shit, this is how you gonna show up, okay? Because this is what I'm trying to tell you. We be thinking, oh, well, I'm gonna be able to control it, or I'm gonna be this and I'm gonna be that. But I'm telling you, it's like an autopilot thing, because it starts, the root is your, you know, the root is your thoughts, okay? And whatever those thoughts are that are hidden back here in this subconscious mind, they running the motherfucking show, okay? And if you suppressing and you know, not wanting to show your feelings and stuff like that, I'm telling you, you are going to inadvertently do it You're going to do it on autopilot. You're going to self-sabotage. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? So we got the Wine and Dine card here and Fifth Dimensional Lover. You and this person are already together in the fifth dimension. I tell you that all the time. It just needs to manifest here in the 3D, okay? You and this person are going to be, you know, spending a lot of time together, going out, getting to know each other. Then we have unspoken feelings. It says you're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet, okay? So, you know, at first, you're going to feel it. They going to feel it. Nothing may be said about it in the beginning because you both have to take the time to get to know each other. You have to move slowly. I told you this is not something where you want to move at 100 miles per hour. Because if you're going to be with this person for the rest of your life, or at least for the long term, what is the rush? You need to be able to be comfortable. Your person needs to be able to be comfortable. You got to relax with each other to be able to have a good time. Okay? All right, let's move on. The next question we're going to talk about, or next placement, is how does this person truly feel about you, Sagittarius? Okay. Okay, we have the Three of Swords showing up here, Queen of Cups, which is Scorpio for me when it shows up, and the Ten of Wands. So this person feels like you've had your heart broken with this Three of Swords, that there's third party, because there is someone still in your energy, because just like this person can sense this person can sense the other one, okay? Because all of you are empaths. With the Ten of Wands, they realize you are still carrying certain burdens that need to be dealt with, okay? Like I said, they can sense that shit too, okay? Because this is going to be somebody with whom you can't lie to. They're going to know immediately when you fucking lie, all right? Because they're an empath too. You know how you have that radar where you can tell when somebody lying, or you can tell when someone is not being truly themselves or being authentic? They got the same thing, okay? And then for some of you, this person is on an empathic level that is higher than yours, which means they picking up shit that you don't even realize they picking up. Because look at this. They picking up the fact that you got burdens that you carrying, that you done had your heart broken, okay? And they realize that you are a very loving person, that you're psychic as well, and you have a lot of love to give with the Queen of Cups, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, we've got abusive drunken love coming up here, and we have abandoned, not committed, okay? So these might be a couple of the things that you need to take a look at when it comes to this Three of Swords and this Ten of Wands here. I feel like it's clarifying those two cards, okay? Whatever this is, it needs to be dealt with, okay? If you're wanting this connection to start off on the right foot and have the potential to be successful. And then we got the Rock On Solo Dolo card. The reason why this is coming up is that this is about you learning how to be okay, like truly be okay, single, okay? Because some of y'all been single for a long time, but this is about you thriving as a single person. Okay, and not sitting around putting your life on hold, waiting on this new person to show up. Okay, because like I said, this new person is healing themselves, but they fucking living their life. So you need to be living your life too, Sagittarius. Okay, all right. So look, we got happy family. It says you're creating or aligning with the family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. Like I said, this is something neither one of you have ever experienced before. So that's why it's requiring this level for you to show up in, okay? All right. Let me get the cards for your person. Okay, your person is letting go of things that they felt bound to or felt trapped in, or, you know, stuck to in their lives, they're letting it go. Okay, this person is all about action, and they're being guided by spirit, because there's the bird. I tell you, the birds for me are representative of spirit. Okay, and then we've got the release card. They're releasing, letting go of things that no longer serve them, because they realize the purging is very important. Okay, so this person, you know, like I told you, they got strong ass intuition. Your person could be a seer. Okay, they could be cognizant. Okay, they are what is it? Oh God, this is what I am, and I'm always like, oh my God. Clairaudient. They could be. I know that they are clairaudient. That both of you are, because you both picking up on messages from each other. Okay, and so this is talking about telepathy. It's talking about an inner knowing, and the heart song. They can hear your heart song. You can probably hear theirs as well. Okay. Then we have the longing card here. It's talking about this person craving, aching, wanting to be with you. Because, you know, I feel like a lot of you may think it's one way, but it's not one way. This person is already in love with you. Okay? All right. So, you know, they're wanting to have a second chance. Okay? Reconciliation, because it was a past life connection. Wanting to make amends for those of you where you had, you know, the fallout with each other. Take it as it resonates. And then the opportunity to have a second chance to do things right. All right. Okay, let's move on. The next thing we're going to take a look at is talking about some cards to describe the relationship in the future. Okay, how it's going to be in the future between you. Ooh, okay. Cards jumping up in my face. So we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, the Lovers, Gemini energy. We have the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have the Four of Wands. So you and this person have the potential to be so fucking happy, okay? You're going to be, you know, vibing on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You're going to make the choice to be in a connection with each other. You're going to have a very passionate new beginning with this Ace of Wands, a lot of spark, a lot of, you know, happiness, a lot of attraction. With the Page of Pentacles, it's going to start off like this, okay? And so you're stepping into stability, security, groundedness, long-term relationship with the Page of Pentacles. It's going to start off like this, but this is where you're headed, towards this major arcana card of the Lovers, okay? If you make the choice to do that. And you know, there's going to be a lot of stability, a lot of commitment, a lot of celebration with this Four of Wands, okay? All right. Let's clarify. Okay, so when it comes to your person, they're looking back at the past, okay? Forgiving people, forgiving themselves for certain things, because they're ready to head in this new direction towards you, okay? They're healing, okay? Releasing, purifying, cleansing, so that they can come into this connection. I told you this earlier, with an open heart, receptive, empathetic, vulnerable, okay? Okay. So we got the Ice Block card. Okay, some of you may show up like this if you're suppressing and you're not healing. Then we've got interfering temptations. This is your ex and your person's ex showing up. Okay. Then we have the love offer that is gonna come in. Okay, for some of you, this person is actually gonna bring you flowers. Okay, male or female, don't matter. And then we've got the tantric sex card. Okay, even your love life is going to be on a whole different level than what you know you're used to. Okay. 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 Look at this. Look at this, Sagittarius. Happily ever after. Okay. It says you're no longer wondering if it's the right person. You're building something beautiful with them. So take this seriously. You know, show yourself and show this person that how much you respect and how much you want to be in this relationship. It has to do with how you move. It's not just what you say, because you can say that shit all day long. It's just like with your exes, right? They gave you nothing but a lot of fucking lip service, but they didn't back up none of it. And so you don't want to come into this situation just like that, because I'm telling you, when you come in and you falling short, you acting just like the people in your past acted with you. That's why we talking about them, okay? All right. So the next placement we're going to look at is going to be a message passed from me to, you know, from your to you from your person's higher self, okay? Here we go. Okay. Okay, so we have promise and we have faith. So faith says, I have faith and hope in our connection and in us. I know you have been brought into my life for a reason, and it's bigger than the both of us. I know that we are destined to be together and have faith that God, and have faith in God that they will find a way for us. Okay? Okay. Then we've got promise. It says, I want to make you a commitment. I want to make a commitment. I wish you knew just how special you are to me. It kills me not to be able to tell you. You amaze me with your compassion and kindness through this time apart. I promise I will make things right with us. Okay? All right. Okay, let's get a few more. I got a different deck that we're going to look at. So we have attraction. It says you're going to like what you see when you meet me because I'm exactly your type. Okay? Then we have denial. It says, what truth about yourself are you avoiding that could be interfering with your openness to love? Okay? What did we just talk about? The whole reading. Okay? Then we have event. It says, don't be afraid to get out of the house more. It may be an opportunity for us to meet. Okay, so some of you, like I told you, some of you, this person is, you know, they're around you. You're seeing them on a regular basis, but you just don't realize that it's them. Okay? All right. Let me get these messages from Spirit. Then I'll get some more messages from your person. And then we're going to get the Oracle cards before you go. Like I said, come on, Sagittarius. You can do this. You can fix your life. You can fix the shit. It may seem overwhelming, but I feel like it's because you're looking at it like this. You're looking at it as in everything that you have to do. You have to break everything down into pieces. Like how they say, how do you eat an elephant? How do you eat anything? One bite at a time. You don't take, you know, a hamburger and shove the whole damn hamburger in your mouth. You don't eat it like that, right? You take bites. And so it's the same thing with this healing. You take one thing, like start off with the largest things and focus on that and beat them down and then move to the next thing and the next, okay? So we've got planning phase. It says take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality, okay? Then we have open doors. It says you have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. Like I told you, you're going to have a bunch of people coming at you, and you got to be on your P's and Q's, okay? That's why you got to deal with these bottled up emotions, so you know exactly what you're looking for, and your energy is clean and it's clear, and you got a clear mind so you can look at what the fuck is going on, okay? Then we got Valley of Shadows. It says step into the enveloping Valley of Shadows. Here, fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. So this is about you facing your fears. Because like I said, I know some of y'all are scared to go back and look at some of that shit. But that's the very reason why you need to do it. Because you're not going to have time to be doing all this in-depth work that you have time to do now when this person comes. Because you're going to be busy living life. I'm not saying, you know, like I said, you still going to need to be working on your healing. But this is your best chance for you to get rid of a lot of shit that you need to get rid of. Okay? That's why you have this time. Okay? And don't think, like I said, stop thinking that, oh, I can just wait until the person gets here, or I'll get to it sooner or later. Because I keep telling you, I keep telling you, that's a horrible thing to have your person come in and then all of a sudden you back in separation or some shit happens, you know, and you end up shooting your damn self in the foot. And then, like I told you, the way it happens, it's on autopilot. And so it's almost like you'll see yourself doing the shit, but you won't be able to fucking control it because it's coming from thoughts and things you need to fix. Okay? All right, let's get a few more messages, and then I'm gonna get these oracle cards, and then we're gonna let you go. Hold on. Okay, we have I can't get enough of you. We have I compare others to you, but I feel like in a good way, not in a bad way. Like they don't compare is what they're saying. I feel so drawn to you. I find you so attractive, and then I do love you, okay? Okay, you are my biggest wish. If you reject me, I don't know what to do. I won't know what to do. Then we have, you are the one. I know we are meant to be together. All right? Okay, let's get these romance, I think it's romance fairies oracle cards. I don't know, the box is somewhere over there. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Spirit is telling you, open your heart. It says, love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. Then we have magnetism. It says there is a gravitational pull to each other. Okay? That's how it's going to be. It's going to be like when you meet this person, you're just going to want to spend time with them. You're going to just automatically feel drawn to this person and not even know why. Okay? But like I said, something about them is going to feel very familiar to you. Okay? Even though you don't know each other, or if you do, maybe it's somebody that you haven't known intimately. And when I say intimately, I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about somebody that you never gotten close to and like really sat down and talked with. Okay? We've got divine timing. It says a serendipitous event. Okay? Then we have freedom. It says healthy space and room to breathe and room to fucking heal. Okay? And then we got falling in love. It says sudden feelings that this is the one. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Look, like I said, you can do this, Sagittarius. Stop thinking that you can't. You're a very strong sign. You got a lot of shit going for you. And like I said, this separation is not something that is a punishment from Spirit. It's actually a gift. It's a present for you to focus on what you need to focus on, so that when you get into this connection, you're not distracted from things that you need to do for yourself by being in this relationship. Okay? The relationship shouldn't be a distraction. It should be adding to your life, but it can't add to your life if you're not opening yourself up to it because you haven't done the work you need to do. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius.